This is news coming to you from Justeventsonline TV. I am Kwara. To first news headline. Kwara said to start second phase of radio tutorial program for basic classes in the state. Parents well-wisher back as call to bar ceremony hold September 15. To treat COVID-19 patient, it cost 400,000, says El-Rufai. Tribunal sanctions doctors over 3 months old baby deaths. And on international news, Cameroon to hold first regional election in December. And on sports, Manchester United striker Marcin Greenwood apologized. Now the news in full. Kwara State Governor Malam Abdurrahman Abdurazak has approved the second phase of radio tutorial program for basic classes and senior secondary school students in the state. The State Commissioner for Education and Human Capital Development, Ajia Fatima Bisola Ahmed, made this known during an interactive session with the pressmen recently at the Ministry of Education headquarters. According to her, the initiative is to reduce the effect of closure of schools due to the post-COVID-19 pandemic. She further said that the program will go a long way to boost the academic morale of students, also to prepare the exit classes for the forthcoming external examination. The commissioner urged parents and guardians to monitor their children and encourage them to take advantage of the program to refresh their brain for better performance in their forthcoming examination. The tutorial will commence on Monday, 7 September 2020 on some radio stations, including Harmony 103.5 FM Idofia, Radio Kwara FM and Graffiti FM Igbo, respectively. The body of benchers has barred parents, guardians and well-wishers from attending the call to bar ceremony scheduled to hold in September. The body of benchers has barred parents, guardians and well-wishers from attending the call to bar ceremony scheduled to hold in Abuja on September 15. Those to be called to bar are the successful candidate who sat for the January 2020 bar final examination of the Nigerian Law School. The body of benchers, which regulate the admission of successful law students into the legal profession, until this time used to give each aspiring lawyer the privilege of inviting 2 persons to attend the call to bar ceremony. The notice read that notice to call to bar ceremony for the January 2020 bar final examination 2019/2020 backlog set. This is to notify members of the benches and aspirants to the bar that the call to bar ceremony for candidates in January 2020 bar final examination is scheduled as follows. Date Tuesday, 15 September 2020, time 10 a.m. prompt, venue Eagle Square, Abuja. The choice of Eagle Square was made due to its semblance with the National Stadium since it has open space facility. However, parents and guardians are advised to watch the ceremony through national television, as there is going to be a live streaming of the ceremony on national TV and some other media platforms. Aspirants should note that they are required to be seated by 8:30 a.m. as late coming will not be tolerated. The governor of Kaduna State, Nasiru El-Rufai, has charged the northern traditional ruler not to relent in spearheading the campaign to avoid the spread of coronavirus pandemic in the region, stressing that the cost of treating COVID-19 patients is very expensive. The governor who made this call on Monday at the executive committee meeting of the traditional ruler, chaired by the Sultan of Sokoto, Alhaji Sa'ad Abubakar II, said that it cost about 400,000 to treat one COVID-19 patient, while noting that the traditional rulers have critical roles to play in ensuring that people at the grassroots adhere to government directives as part of measures to curb the spread of the deadly virus. He, however, added that the challenges in the treatment of the pandemic make it imperative that people desist from the activities that will promote the spread of the virus in the northern region and the country at large. The Medical and Dental Practitioner Disciplinary Tribunal has sanctioned two doctors, Joseph Iyoa and Mukaila Oladipo, for their negligence which caused the death of a 3-month-old baby, Peace Oluwole. The tribunal said that the doctors who are arraigned on 7 counts were incompetent in the management of the 3-month-old baby and failed to do all that was appropriate and reasonable for the treatment of the baby. The MDPDT said Iyoa prescribed and caused to be administered on the late Oluwole, chloroquine, Fancida and several other drugs, which exposed the baby to multiple anti-malaria when the baby was already being placed on artemether injection. The MDPT added that Oluwole on his own part found guilty of 2 counts because even though he found the patient to be asphyxiated and in obvious respiratory distress, he chose to busy himself for more than 30 minutes rather than attend to the obvious emergency. While Oladipo was slammed a 3-month suspension, Iyoa was convicted and admonished. And on international news, Cameroon veteran leader Paul Biya on Monday announced the country's first regional election in December, including in 2 western regions in the grip of a revolt by the Anglophone minority. The indirect elections on December 6 in the country's 10 regions will put in place council provided for in the 1996 constitution, a move towards decentralization but not yet implemented. This council will also be elected in the 2 western regions where a nearly 3-year-old insurgency has claimed over 3,000 lives. The 2 restive Anglophone regions are home to a large minority of English speakers in a country where French speakers are the overwhelming majority. The 87-year-old Biya has been in power for nearly 4 decades and has promised the 2 regions a special status in bid to quell the unrest. The region will elect 90 councillors who will have limited powers on local issues. John Frew Idi, a leader of a key opposition party, has said he will boycott the election unless there is a ceasefire first in the English-speaking region. And last on the news for today is sports. Greenwood, Manchester United striker, issued a statement that having now had a chance to reflect on what happened, he can only apologize to everyone for the embarrassment he has caused, and it was irresponsible of him to break the COVID-19 protocol, which are in place to protect players, staff, and the public. And in particular, he also apologized to Gareth Southgate for letting him down when he had shown great trust in him. Also stressed that playing for England was one of his proudest moments in life, as he has only himself to be blamed for the huge mistake, promising his family, fans, Manchester United and England that it has served as a lesson for him. We've come to the end of the news for today. The news recap once again. Kwara set to start 2nd phase of video tutorial program for basic classes in the state. Parents well-wisher back as call to bar ceremony hold September 15. COVID-19 patient, it cost 400,000 naira, says El-Rufai. Tribunal sanction doctors over 3-month-old baby's deaths. And on international news, Cameroon to hold 1st regional election in December. And last on the news is sport. Manchester United striker Greenwood apologized. Thank you for watching Justeventsonline News. I am Kwara. To get more news, visit www.justeventsonline.com.